to all your screen. It's only recording me. If it might hit a message to you that you have to agree to. So I'm going to stay down here in case anybody else comes in the meantime. Stand with those feet hip distance apart, and you're just starting to get your neck wound up or released out, doing semicircles. Passing by any clicks and cracks, trying to release them off. Drop those shoulders heavy down away from your ears. Keep the legs strong. Come back into the middle. Your head is lifting, and we're trying to encourage the shoulders down and away from your ears. But first of all, lift them up to almost touch, and then really actively pull the fingers to the floor, that you're taking those shoulders down and away. Taking all the tension out of these guys up here. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lengthen. Pull those fingers to the floor. Two more. Head keeps lifting, spine lengthening out. Okay, I'm joining all. We're going into circles. So round we go, big wide circles. Thinking about your breath in, filling up these ribs on the sides. Reverse your direction. Open your chest, keep that head lifted. Where is your weight in your feet? So we want the weight throughout your foot and your forefoot and your heel area. Spread out through the whole foot, not just your heels. Now take those nice, long, active arms to touch, and by your sides, out you go, and down and wide. Keep that head lifted, touch to stay and reach, push the hips away, back up, and over. Push those hips away from the arrow, center, and out, and up, and out. When you're coming back up, throw the tummy in towards your spine to help you get back up. Activate that tummy to start to pull you back up out of the stretch. And reach wide with those hands. Coming right down into your forward fold. Chin to chest. Round forwards. Let your spine fold forwards. Release those hands to the floor. We're hanging out for a little bit. Cross over the hands. If you're across your arms, you're holding the opposite elbow. Keep your bum stuck in the middle. Your bum isn't moving, but your upper body is swaying, that you're getting the side stretch. The weight is still all out of your head. Your head is dropping to the floor. And release those hands to the floor again in a little gentle nod up and down. Now tuck that tailbone. You are building your spine up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Up we come. Head to the ceiling and no shoulders. Down and away, and keep lifting, tiptoes so your heels are away from the floor. You're activating the tummy for your balance. Hold. Lengthen to the ceiling. And flat foot. Keep those feet exactly as they are. Draw the tummy to the spine, weight on the right, lift off that left knee. Inhale, exhale the tummy tight, reach those hands and tap and clap. Steady, shoulders down. Every exhale, draw back the tummy a little more. Stay out there, feet, foot up, hands out, circle. Forwards for 2, reverse for 2. And forwards for 2. Nice and long, straight arms, all the movements from the shoulders. Reverse for 2. Draw back the tummy for your balance. Forward for 2. Reverse for 2. Steady and tap and clap. Get you warmed up. Reach and steady, foot up, knee up. Land, one quiet landing. Take your weight over to the left, tummy tight and lift. And off you go. Light toe touch and lift. Exhale for your balance, draw back that tummy. And stop when the arms are out, circle. Every exhale, draw back that tummy, reverse your circle. Forwards with the circle, and reverse. Keep that knee up. Tap and clap. And stop, quiet landing, grab your circle. Clear your mat. Step up to the top of your mat. Hands are on the inside of your circle. If you don't have a circle, just interlace your fingers. Feet are hip distance apart. And take it up, overhead. And a big side stretch with a circle. So the fingers are in the inside grips. Back up into the middle and across the other way. Like we just done with the arrowhead, but our circle is wide and shoulder width apart. And stop in the middle. Take your circle down to shoulder level. All the weight is in the left foot. And that light right foot is stepping back and landing. Front leg straight, bent. Back heel up off the floor. Straighten your front leg, take the circle overhead and sink and keep that back leg straight. Keep the 2 pelvis bones or your hips facing forward to the top of your mat. So the circle is dropping down to shoulder level as your front knee bends deep and up overhead. And stop when the knee is bent in front, straighten it, and change that you're bending the back leg, taking the circle up, and straightening it. Squeeze your bum that you're really getting that back leg straightened out. Front leg straight, back leg dipping down to straight, bend and straight. Bend into the front leg, back knee dip and straighten. Now to the floor with the back knee. Keep your toes curled. Eyes to the middle of your hands. Twist. Draw in the tummy to keep it tall. Twist to both directions. Keep that head lifted and shoulders down. Center, overhead with a circle and sink into that front knee. You can uncurl your toes actually of the back leg. Come back up. So your head, pelvis, knee are in the middle or in line and then sink and reach. And up. and sink. And up. And down. And up. Next time when you sink, look up. So we are having a big stretch up through those hands and back. Now do this nice and smoothly. Tuck your toes. Come into a high lunge and step forwards, quiet landing. Take that overhead. Take your circle up overhead. Back to shoulder level, ready for the other side. All the way into the right foot. Take that right, left foot back to land. Circle up, front knee bend, back heel off the floor. Bend into the front knee, reach overhead, and up. Exhale to sink down. And up. Now keep that front leg straight and a little dip into our back one. And up. Hands overhead with the back knee dipping. So you're almost sitting down into the back knee. Front knee bend, back knee dip. To the floor, keep the toes curled. Circle is at eye level and twist. Keep that head lifted and you're rotating. Don't let your knees move or your legs move. Uncurl the toes. Sink into that front knee, lift overhead. Back up. And just soften on your exhale. And up. Last one, and eyes into the middle of the circle. Up we come. Tuck those toes, lift off. Quiet step forwards, take that circle overhead and arch back. And back to the middle. Place down your circle, but we're going to do a little bit more on our feet. We'll have a big stretchy night tonight. Open those feet open as wide as if you lifted your hands. Should be below your wrists or below your palms. And try to turn your toes in a little bit more so than your heels. Up the palms behind your pelvis behind. So they're just on top of each other. Not holding on to each other, just resting on top of each other. We're going to bend from our hips. So your up back isn't rounding, it's staying flat. Draw the tummy towards your spine to keep your spine flat. And then bend your right knee. Bring your right shoulder to touch it. Come back up into the middle. And your left knee, left shoulder to touch. Roll in the tummy to keep you flat back. Touch, center. Have a little tuck of your chin so your neck is nice and long. Exhale to drop into shoulder meeting knee. There might be some cracks coming out of hips. And it's just stiffness. Unless it's painful. Okay, come back to our flat back in the middle. And drop those hands towards the floor, wherever they're making it, towards the floor. You might be up high. If you want to pop your block in under your hands, if you're not able to reach your hands towards the floor. Let's release that head towards the floor. Keeping the legs nice and straight. And we'll do a little head nod. Little rotation with the head. Draw the tummy into your spine. And walk your feet back in towards each other. Build it up tall, head lifting. Release those shoulders down. Let's get onto our blocks. So take your second block into your mat. You should definitely be well warmed up now. Take your circle, and this time the hands are on the outside. And we're lifting it off to shoulder level. Breath in. And exhale, rotating around, keeping your head lifted. Center, twist, left, and center. Away, breathing into those ribs. Really blowing out the air, emptying the lungs. Softening the shoulders. Every exhale, draw that tummy back into your spine. We're back in the middle. Everybody meet in the middle and then take it up overhead. Fingers are pointing up. You're not really grabbing, you're not clutching on. You're keeping the fingers to the ceiling. Shoulders are down away from your ears. And let's take another big side stretch. So keep your bum stuck to your block or the mat. Middle and away the opposite direction. Center, right side, center, and left. Keep the opposite side of your bum stuck to the mat when you're reaching out. If you're reaching to the right, the left side of the bum is stuck. Back we come into the middle and down. Change those hands. Knuckles are on the inside handles. Head lifting, shoulders down. Reach up. Chin tuck. And take your whole chest to the right. Middle. So the head isn't looking or the neck isn't twisted. The movement is from the middle of the back. And try to keep those legs still, that they're not lifting. Drawing the tummy to get an extra twist. Back to the middle and down. And up. Pop the chest out. Down. And up. Little pop of the chest forwards, then down. Where's the shoulders? It shouldn't be up around your ears. Stay up there. And side flex. Middle, away. Center, shoulders down, reach. Middle, and away. Center, down. Release the circle. Give the shoulders a good rotation, stretch out. Take your elbows up to shoulder level. Right angles at the elbows. Fingers to the ceiling. Fold them over. Left on top, right underneath. Turn the palms towards each other. So the right, you're grabbing this left wrist with the right hand. Let those elbows release into your body. Round your back, round your spine. The arms are coming towards the floor. Breath in down there. And exhale to build up your spine. Lift the elbows off your chest and take the fingers to the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale, release. Chin to chest, round and curl. So we're pulling the shoulder blades behind or getting a stretch at the lower end of the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale up. Draw on the tummy, build up your spine. Head lift, fingers to the ceiling. Big deep breath in. And take it down. And round. Inhale. Exhale. Build your spine up. Fingers up. Lift, lift, lift. Release. and open, chest forwards. Change that crossover, left one under, yes, left underneath, drop, elbows to your body, chin to your chest, round forwards, draw in the tummy, breath in. And exhale to build up your spine, nice and tall, and lift those fingers. And release, and round. Inhale, exhale it up, fingers up, elbows stop at shoulder level and open. Inhale, exhale, chin tuck, turn from your chest to the right, to the center, to the left, middle, right, center, left, middle. One more each direction. Roll in the tummy to help you really twist. Middle, shoulders down, give them a little roll. And walk the fingers out in front. Walk them out in front and keep your eyes on your fingernails until they're as far away as you can. Your bum is staying on your block. Then let your head drop into that stretch as well. If you draw your tummy to your spine, can you walk your fingers an extra little centimeter? Back we come. Draw in the tummy, build up the spine, lift that head, release. And you should have grown an inch since we started. Okay, take the block out from under your bum. And if we're using your ball, grab your ball. Let's get onto the ball. So lying down or knees bent, ball in the middle of your lower back. In the center of the lower back, drop your weight. Starting almost at your bum. Tuck those shoulder blades in underneath. Let's just have a stretch overhead with the hands to start off with. Big semicircle. Go the opposite way with your semicircle. So stretch wide first, take the hands down by your sides. Stretch wide. Back we come to fingers to the ceiling and stop there. Now tuck your tailbone, tip your pelvis back into imprinting position that you're activating the tummy. Can you keep your fingers up there and come up into tabletop? Hold your balance on the wobbly ball, draw down the tummy towards the spine. Right hand is going to circle. It's good to wobble. And you can't fall very far. Stop when the two fingers are to the ceiling. Right hand, left hand over. Reach those fingers overhead. Keep the legs steady. Tummy tight is where your balance is. Fingers up. I'm going to fall off this ball myself. It's very wobbly to talk while doing it. Right, release the hands to the floor and into your toe taps. Okay, so all the movement from the hip, knee stays at 90 degrees, tummy tight. Exhale to draw that tummy back a little more. And speed up. Tap and tap and tap. All from the hip, no knee movement, tummy tight to anchor yourself. Little light taps out up. Back to tabletop in the middle. Let's take your left hand to the ceiling, fingers up. And we're going to extend right leg, left hand. And reach and push that heel away. So when you're pushing the heel away, pull the toes to you. Exhale to push out and away. Reach. Roll the tummy down for your balance. Keep that other leg still. It's not moving at all. It's holding the drinks, the tray of drinks. Stay out there. Hold that stretch. Tummy tight, balance. Pull the toes to you. And back. 2 hands up. Hold. Right hand down, or left hand down, and we're swapping the extensions. So when the leg is stretched, pull the toes, active reach, and back. One leg, other leg steady. Big exhale and reach. Reach. And stay out there. Pull those toes to you. You have a really long leg underneath. Reach through the fingers on the other side. Hold. Bring it back. 2 hands up. Steady, tummy tight, and 2 hands overhead. Big wide circles. Those ribs shouldn't be flaring. Your upper body shouldn't be moving around, only the arms. Draw down the ribs with your tummy muscles. Fingers up, stay steady. Going to place your right hand onto your right thigh, onto the knee, and push the knee towards into the hand. The hand is stopping it, it's not being allowed to move, and release. And it'll make you a little wobbly. Push them into each other. Release. And push. Draw that tummy tight to push. Release. Push them towards each other. Release. Swap hands. 2 hands to the ceiling. Swap. The left hand is on the left knee. Push them into each other. Exhale. Draw that tummy tight and push. Release. Push out into each other. So the knee is pushing into your hand and your hand is resisting. It makes you wobble. Makes the tummy work a little more on that side. Release. Push them together. Keep the other leg steady. Release. 2 sets of fingers to the ceiling. 1 last set of big circles. Reach as far away as you can from yourself as those hands go way up overhead. Exhale that tummy to the spine to steady up. Back we come. Fingers to the ceiling. And let 1 foot down and the other one to join. And lift your bum off that ball and take your spine back onto the mat. Hands wide, shoulder level. Bring your knees in right together. Take your 2 knees out to the left side and look out at the right hand. Big spinal twist. So take that top hip over. That it's as stacked as you can get the hips. Back into the middle, out the other way. Into the middle and out. And twist. Look out at the left fingers. Back to the middle and grab your circle. And let's catch your right foot. And straighten both legs. Let's settle into that stretch. Every exhale, soften into it more. So soften particularly the back of your calf, your back of your Achilles. Take that nice straight leg, cross your body. And out and open up the hip and groin. What's happening at the other side? That leg's not allowed to rotate with you, toes to the ceiling. Active leg, try and keep the back of that other leg on the floor. Back to the middle. Across. Center. We've got that nice long strong leg on the floor and it's coming up to meet and release. And meet. Release. Keep it straight. We're trying to keep that other leg steady. It's not wobbling around. Spread out the toes of the one that's moving. Make every bit of that leg active. This time it's staying and we're swapping our feet. You can swap your hand hold if you want to. So now the right leg, it's just hanging around up there. It's staying around even though it's not in the stretch anymore. You're just holding it up there. So this one, the foot isn't in the circle anymore, but it's just staying up there. Roll down your tummy to keep your back solid to the floor. No stress or tension in the shoulders. That right leg might be starting to shake a little bit because it doesn't really want to be up there, but it's staying. Keep these quads active. Now we're going to do a nice slow release to the floor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold on at 3. Tummy tight. Straight leg. 2. Hold. And 1. Let it relax. Well, not relax. We're still pulling the toes, but let it hit the ground. And our nice straight long right left leg is coming across your body. I'm going to take it out and away to the floor. Left leg is stuck on the floor. Your body is stuck on the floor. We're opening up that left groin. Draw the tummy in towards your spine to help that leg come back up into the center. Another set of stretches, so across the body, out and away. Touching down, back, and it's staying in the middle, and our other leg is coming up beside it, and down, and up. Here we come. And up, and down, and up, and down. And this time to stay up there. Swap feet. Right foot has just slipped in. Left foot is hanging out up there. It's not in the box or in the circle. It's going on its slow decline now. 8. Just hold it 8. We haven't gone any further. 7. 6. 5. Hold on, feel the leg working hard, keep it as straight as possible. 4. 3. Hold, tummy tight, you're not allowing the abs to extend. Am I 4 or 3? We're going to 3 now, I think. Hold. 2. And 1. Okay, it has to come back up. It can come quickly. Take away the circle. 2 straight legs in the air. Toes to you. Take those hands overhead. and wide. Put a little space between your legs. Reach those hands. You've got a tray of drinks on your soles of your feet. Keep them straight. Keep those hands, fingertips to the ceiling now. Active arms, active legs. Hold. The legs aren't touching. They're hip distance apart, just like when we were standing up to the start. And bend. And take the knees in towards your body. Circle those feet. Circle the ankles. Let's reverse your circles with the ankles. And take your little rock side to side. Let's have another stretch for the hips. So you're reaching either for the outside of the foot or for the back of your knees, and our knees are wide apart. Wherever you can reach, take a hold of and try to take those soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Armpits and knees meet. So you want your knees to come up towards your armpit. If you can't reach the sole of your foot, wrap your hands around your thigh and pull your knees in towards the armpit. Your body is in the middle of your knees. We're opening out those hips. Tailbone is not lifting off like this. Your tailbone stays as low as you can. Spread out those toes. Spread the toes wide from each other. Let's have a little rock, side to side. Go, don't fall over, but go as far as you can, that you're nearly going to fall. And then use your tummy to draw yourself back. Stop in the center. Release those feet onto the mat. And they're as wide as the mat, so your feet are on each edge of the mat. Drop those hands wide. And let your knees walk, or not walk, drop to one side, middle, and across. We're trying to keep your pelvis on the mat, so you're not letting the opposite hip lift. Take your ball, take those feet in close to your bum. Put the ball in between your knees. Fingers to the ceiling, shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck, tailbone, curl up, roll off. You're in your bridge. Squeeze those knees, lift higher. Lift your bum higher with the knee squeeze. Tip toes, squeeze the knees lower. Flat foot, tip toes. Keep your knees squeezing as you drop and lift and squeeze that bum. Squeeze the ball, lift the knees. Squeeze your bum. Squeeze the ball between the knees, keep it tight. Stay high on those tiptoes, squeeze the ball, squeeze the bum. Flat foot, roll back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Tailbone release, inhale. Exhale, roll up. Tuck that tailbone, roll off. Squeeze the ball, squeeze the bum, lifting you up higher and lift it onto the tiptoes. Flat foot, tiptoes, getting a bit of calf and ankle work in. Stay up on the tiptoes, circles. Keep that bum high, squeeze the ball. We've done lots of stretching to try to make sure we don't cramp up doing this. High, squeeze a bum, lift those heels high, stop, drop the heels, roll back down. Let the ball out, wrap the arms around the knees again. Let's circle the ankles. And chin tuck, forehead to knees. And down. So really wrap in tight. Take your forehead up to your knees. And down. And again. And down. And legs down. Have a big stretch out. And roll yourself over onto your side. Get your head support. Your block. If I could manage to get mine. And your body is long, your knees are long, knees are straight, toes are pointed. Head is lengthening to the opposite side of your toes. Gonna pop the top hand to the ceiling. If you're very wobbly, you're better to have a little light finger support. Draw the tummy in, lift, lift, lift. So that top leg, toes pointed, nice and straight. Pull the toes to you, straight leg down, fingers to the ceiling, lift, toe pull, and drop to hip height. Toe point, leg lift, toe pull, and drop. Point, lift, pull, drop. We're going to have really long legs after tonight. Good long hamstrings. Roll in that tummy for your balance. Now stop at hip height. Keep those toes pulled up towards you. Draw in the tummy to keep yourself supported. And take that nice straight leg forwards. Back a little bit behind, so squeeze the bum. Starting position. Kick forwards. Back. Squeeze your bum. Starting position. Forwards. Back. Squeeze the bum and forwards. And back. Keep those toes pulled. Squeeze the bum so you're a little further back. Forwards. Back. Behind. Stop. Release the ankle if the toes aren't pulled and lift the underneath one to join. Rolling that tongue right on your exhales. Lift. Scissor that underneath leg up. Stick together. Hold. And release down. And lift together. And down. And up. And down. And up. Drawing that tummy to lift and drop. And lift. Release. Lift. Release. Lift. And hold. Release. Top leg up, take that knee forwards to the belly button, bend, let it down. Give that top hip a little tap out. Hands touching, inhale, and exhale overhead. Look out to those fingers, big spinal twist. Breath in, and open further. Look out at that thumb. Breathe in and take back to touch. And again, up, shoulders sink down in the joint and open. Inhale, exhale, open further. Big active extra twist. Come back over the top. Touch, give that hip an extra little patter out. And straighten the two legs. Pop the top hand in the air. Lengthen your toes and your head away from each other. Two legs up. Separate though. And Keep your body steady as you scissor the legs. Keep the toes pointed, body isn't moving, and the legs are crossed, meeting in the middle and then going opposite directions. Underneath one is in hover. Steady, stop, release down. And get yourself over onto that other side. Getting a lot done tonight. Straighten out. Long legs. Head lifting the opposite way. Underneath shoulder tucked in. Remember when we're on our side and we draw that tummy to the spine, your underneath waist becomes so light on the mat. If I wasn't engaging, I would be slumped down here. Then I draw my tummy in and lift the ribs. Chin tuck to save your neck. Top hand at ceiling or have your little finger support. Straight leg up. Toe pull and down. Point and up. Pull and down. Point up, toe pull down. It's not stopping, you're just changing your foot position. And lift, pull down. Toe point at the bottom, lift, toe pull, release. Throw in that tummy for your balance. And stop. Keep the toe pull. Tummy tight to stabilize your lower back. Take that nice straight leg forwards. Back behind. Squeeze the bum. Forwards. Behind. Keep it straight. Forwards. And out. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Stay at hip level to scissors. So let the toe point. Meet. Meet. So the underneath one is coming up to it. And stick. And stay. Hold. Release. And lift. And release. And lift. Release. Lift and stay. Tummy tight. Hold. 8, 7, hold those up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control down. Bend the knee and take it forwards to your belly button, and let's give that hip a nice tap out. Touch those hands and open those fingers to the ceiling. And further over the top. Big active rotation. So on your exhale, push into that rotation more. Come over the top to touch. Reach. Sink the shoulder and open further. Breathing in and opening out more. Inhale. Exhale more. And over the top. Touching down. Straightening out again. Top hand up. Straighten. And hover. 2 legs are off. And we are ready to go. Scissoring. Draw that tummy to the spine so your upper body is still. Legs are crossing in the middle and then go in other directions. Drawing that tummy on your exhale. So on your exhale, exaggerate it. And draw the tummy back into your spine. Stop at your hover, stay, and then let them down. Give that hip a little tap again. And we're going to move onto our hands and knees and do a little bit of stretching into cat before we're finishing up. So, hands and knees, everybody. Nice spread out fingers. Engaging the tummy towards the spine to give you a flat back, so we're never dropping into that arch. Cat. Release that head. Arch to the ceiling, tummy to the spine. Tuck the tailbone. Hold up there and then release your bum back to your heels. Soften down, inhale. And exhale. Up we come and you're already in cat when you get up. And down. And up. And down. And up. And down. Up we come. And release down into shell. Walk those hands a little bit extra forwards. Release your head towards the mat. Come up for a second, out your hands and knees, and now take your knees as wide as your mat. And soften down again that your body is in the middle of your knees. We're widening the hips. Trying to take your body into the middle of your hips and move a little bit side to side. So you can get the groins to let go a little bit, to let you soften in between the knees. So you can get your body to soften towards the mat. Anything more? The knees are wide, your body is in between those knees. And settle. Forehead on the mat. And whatever discomfort you might be feeling in your hips, just sit with it or settle into it. Sometimes it's good to do uncomfortable things. Up we come onto our hands and knees, and those knees are still wide. And you're going to take them back in together. Last time you drop down. And now walk the hands off to the right. Double over, left hand on top of right. Just sit into that stretch. You're getting a side body stretch. Go the opposite way. So now the right hand has stacked on top of the left and you're settling down into that again. We want to feel a stretch from your right armpit to your right hip. So if you're not feeling that stretch, straighten those arms out as much as you can. So the arms are active. Okay, back to the middle, and that is us. Now, how are we?